Welcome to the Mulligan Menace. We've got Hobbit Heist today. The reason why we're calling it that is based on this new card, Inside Information. In the new Hobbit set, it is 2 black and an X. You get to exile the top X card of target opponent's library. You may play those cards this turn, and if you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to its mana value rather than pay its mana cost, which is insane. And you'll just see how that works out. You'll actually see us play this fairly early in the game, and we just pull Ugins off the top of their deck, plop it out, and you can just see that they were so frustrated they basically quit on the spot. We were able to pull Elspeth out of decks. We were able to flood the board with their creatures. We were able to do everything with this card. Man, is this thing fun. This deck is a smile maker. Sometimes you just have those decks that are so fun to play, and this is just one of them. So you're going to really enjoy today's video. We'll kind of go through what we do. Obviously, having to pay life, we want to make sure that we have a lot of life gain, ways to gain life. We have Candy Trail, you can gain life, but it also works really well with Ugin because this is an Ugin deck. So colorless spells helps you exile stuff. You also can scry to try to find what you're looking for, as well as gain life and draw a card, which is really handy. Deep-Cavern Bats mess up your opponent's hands. This has lifelink, so it does get in for some damage with lifelink, which is fantastic. Soulstone for ramp. I forgot to mention, we do have 2 Requiting Hexes for removal. Mazemind is really good because this allows you to obviously gain life, but you're able to scry, you're able to draw cards, and it's colorless, which also works with Ugin for exile effect. Irencrag for ramp. Mentioned the Inside Information. We got 3 of them in the deck. Revenant, we got 4 of those guys in here. Really works well for the Death Touch, Lifelink, Flying. Great blocker if they have things that can attack in. That way you kill them with the Death Touch. Plus it also gives you Lifelink. Keep your life total high. We have the Core. Great card for being a ramp, as well as colorless for Ugin. And it works really well with Unholy Annex, which allows you to gain life. Acolyte allows you to gain life. You also have a card draw off of this. And it can create 2/2s. Deadly Cover-Up. If you absolutely have to, that's what that's here for. Sweep the board before they deplete your life total. It's always nice when you can sweep the board and then follow it up with an Inside Information or something like that. Big Daddy himself, Ugin, Eye of the Storms. It's always fun to get the Ugin down, and then you can zero it out to get an additional 3 cards off of Inside the Information on the next turn. So you actually see us do that quite a bit. But otherwise, doing that plus the gain life and drawing cards until you find an Inside Information or drop your other creatures or sweep the board, all sorts of stuff you can do. Obviously, we mentioned the Annex. Ritual Chamber is there as well, so you can get a 6/6 demon for blocking. And remember, you can actually put the Revenant on the demon. You can actually renew this onto that demon to make him a 6/6 lifelink Death Touch demon, which is awesome. We have 20 swamps, and then we actually put 4 adventures in here as well. The reason why we like this, you're gaining life, and it comes into play untapped, which really is nice. So all in all, you got to see, we get to gain a lot of life. We're stealing cards from your opponents, committing the heist, Hobbit Heist. You're going to really enjoy this deck. If you could, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tell me how you would modify this deck. What are like two changes you'd add and subtract from this deck? And let's get into the gameplay. Alright, we got the namesake card. We got a little bit of ramp here, as well as lifelink and a sweeper if needed. Let's keep it. Run in the void. I found another Inside Information. Hopefully we draw land and we'll drop the Core. Ooh, what are they going to go after? I want to keep our Core. Okay, we're not too worried about that. We will fire off Inside Information next turn. We're hoping to draw 1 more land. Hold on. We wait 1 more turn. Let's go for 3. We'll probably find a land. Yeah, we didn't find a land. Well, Ugin's really good. We'll pay that. Alright, GG. Alright, opponent goes first. We'll give this one a whirl because we got to turn 3 Revenant into the Acolyte. We don't have any ramp. We'll try it, though. Okay, we're playing against black. Sack deck, it looks like. Maybe an Orzhov, we'll see. Oh. Black-red. We unfortunately didn't go first. And we have no ramp, so we're going slow here. We'll be able to cast a lot of cheap stuff from their deck if we get to that point, but they're going to do a lot of damage to us ahead of time. And they probably have removal. Skittery. We do need to find a sweeper. Hoping they don't have removal, because that might slow them down a little. We need a sweeper. Alright, this is kind of a wash for us. I don't want to give them flying right now. Back up to 17. Acolyte. We're going to attack in here because they don't have any flying. We get a draw card. Up to 19. 4 land down. We can start ramping next turn. Block right there. Back up to 19. Deadly cover up. I mean, we don't even need to use it right now. Do that into a stone. And we're 1 land away, so I think we're going to scry here for... getting a land. Oh, that was a mistake. I meant to only attack with the Revenants. Well, we could get our Revenant out, or we can get the Core out. The Core assures us that we're going to get Ugin down. We also have the Sweep. We're at 25. It's Revenant. We got 2 creatures. We also can just use inside information, too. Okay. Don't mind the sweep as much anymore. Let's do this because the sweep is going to take care of everything. He's going to sacrifice. I guess it won't take care of Rakdos the Muscle. See, we didn't draw land either, so we did kind of get bit for not getting the core out. Let's go for a full attack in, and then we're fine if this. Whenever you sacrifice, sell cards equal to the mana value of top target player's mana. You may play those cards. We'll just gain a bunch of life here. I guess they're going to try full blocking and that we won't gain any life. Oh, okay. You didn't sacrifice. We did find our land, though. So at that point, let's get this out. We'll exile here. That's fine. Go ahead, sack. And then we can plus and get rid of the. We could do that. Let's see here. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do this. Get rid of the skitter.
I am the master of this world.
We might lose Ugin here, and I'm not too worried about it. Okay. Yeah, they can fully attack Ugin and kill him.
This is an unfortunate fate.
Let's attack in. And then let's do this. 3, 4, 5, 6. We got a braid. Get that out. Get that out. Little braid. That creature. Lightning strike, that creature. Alright, GG. All right, we got some ramp here. Let's do it. This is the matchup I wasn't exactly excited about. We just get the ramp down. Won't let on that we're trying to gain life yet. We'll see where we're going here. Oh, caretakers. Okay. Well, we can get our Acolyte down then. And then next turn, we can do Annex and Core if they spend mana to get rid of the Acolyte. Then we should be off to the races if we were able to do that. Acolyte's kind of a diversion here. Let it go. Alright, let's attack him. It could settle. I'm okay with that too. Allow us to ramp a little bit. Okay, what are you doing? We're attacking in. Oh, get lost. All right. Well, we can do our core. Let's hope they don't have a counter spell. They do counter. We always have the Mazemind. Well, we might have to pause this. They're taking a while. Are they thinking of drawing a card? I have a feeling they might not have a counter and that they're just trying to feed the Mazemind. So let's go for the Annex. If anything, we get it out of their hand, then we have the board open for Ugin or our Heist. Our Heist card. Yep, that's what we kind of figured they were doing there. Alright. Well, now we're just trying to find Ugin or our fun inside information card. Step, okay, stock up. We can get additional draws with the Mazemind. Revenant? Let's get the Revenant down. We can still drop the Mazemind and draw off of it. He wants to counter it? Okay. He couldn't have countered that. Well, he could have. Depending on what he has. End our turn. Get to draw a card, and then we could draw another card on their turn. Oh. New life. We're up to 26 already, so that's good. We can do a sweep this turn or another get lost. Elspeth. Not gonna lie, that's a pretty good one.
The real battle begins.
Okay, they're gonna create tokens, so we'll be able to attack in with this. Maybe we do. Well, we'll see what they do here. Draw a card, see what we get. Another Annex. And a bat. Well, we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. We can do 3, 3, 2. Start out with this. See what we got cooking on the other end there. They had Judgment and an Ugin. Okay, so he has an Ugin possible next turn. He was sitting on counterspells the whole time. Well, we kind of don't want to do Ugin as much as we want to. We need to get Day of Judgment. And hope they don't draw a land. Just get this down as well. And if we get lucky, we're just going to attack in here. If we get lucky, we can just... We didn't get anything that we wanted there. Just hoping they don't get a land. And then they're kind of stuck with what they're doing. Because they can't cast Ugin, can't cast Sire. They can -3 if they really want to destroy a creature. Got another Day of Judgment. So they got another one in hand as well. We're at 35 life, so we can really go ham if we get the right combination of cards. They have no more lies, though, so we got to be aware of that. Oh, now they have 3 steps ahead. We're going to scry. What is going on, buddy? Just let me play. We're not in a very good position with all those counterspells in their hand. Not to mention he has Ugin online next turn. Don't need that. Oh, man. They're going to have to 3 steps ahead this. I guess they could always get lost it. Blue-white player, man, taking every bit of time they can. Get lost, okay. No creatures. We don't have enough to exile. 3, 4, 5, 6. We needed one more. We might just fire one of these up to kind of have Ugin go after it. It's here 4, 5. We can't Revenant. Core. We don't have enough for that. We need 7, 8, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're just one short on everything here. Well, let's do this. And he's going to Ugin right into that, probably. We could have drew. I think this is probably better. There's our Ugin. That can get rid of Elspeth. The only problem is we're not going to have enough mana. Okay, actually we are. Okay. Get rid of one of those. That's actually not bad for us.
Our goals align, so you have my
Plus, okay.
Rise and seize your destiny.
Okay. And I'm hoping he attacks in.
my plan bears fruit.
We can actually attack in and kill Elspeth if we drop Ugin to get rid of one of the tokens. Feels weird, but it would work that way. They don't. I'm thinking we might just draw here. So we'll have 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what? Let's do the Hex. And then we can scry. Well, that's pretty good. Get rid of this one. I mean, he'll be able to do some damage to us next turn. We want to turn that on, gain more life. I don't think it matters. Kill that one. Come to think of it, we could have went after Ugin with this. Should have seen our draw.
The wilds heed my
That seems pretty good. Day of Judgment's going to get hit next turn. He has 4, 5, 6, 7, so he shouldn't be able to do 2 things. Get the Sire. Down to 13. The unfortunate thing is he's going to get that up to 11 and we can't do damage to it. So we could have redone that a little bit to attack in with the core instead of the draw. I guess we can still attack in with the core. Because he'll sweep. He can make a creature with either of those. Okay, we're going to have to attack in with Core and then give it flying. I guess this has flying too. Let's see what we got here. If it's land, we'll pitch it. We need removal of some sort, probably. A Hex would be really good. We don't have any Hexes left, though. Deep-Cavern Bats would be good. Of course, our Insider would be fantastic. Candy Trail won't matter much. Another Unholy Annex might not be bad because we'll just kill him that way. He's gaining quite a bit of life with the Ugin. Yes, please. We're at 48 life. He has enough to counter. So what we need to do is let's fire this up. We're going to fire this up. We're going to give it flying. Attack the Ugin. We expect him to turn on his anchorage. We're going to have to Revenant it so that he doesn't... I guess it doesn't matter. He can... That's 4. That's 4. It doesn't matter either way. Let's not Revenant so we have more card draw with the insider information. We're purposely not using our Ugin yet because we can get the 3 mana. Man, he's using all his time, isn't he? It's quite the battle, though. Ugin versus Ugin. Okay, they got card draw. Counter spells will be great if they leave them open. We just don't want Ugin to ultimate. Which he's going to allow Ugin to ultimate, or we're going to be able to ultimate our Ugin if we plus it, given his cards, unless he has something that he can draw off of. All right, we'll attack in. Little disappointed in that one. Not gonna lie. We're gonna plus here. We're really hoping he would create a creature. Another core.
Focus. Breathe.
I suppose he has a flyer that can get in too. But then he can't cast his sire. Let's drop 4, submit 0. If he drops his sire, I think we're okay with that. See if he counters it. He doesn't.
Mine is the power of eons.
We might as well burn these maps too. It is a colorless spell. It's not going to kill that. Should have pumped this ahead of time, I guess. Acolyte's not the worst. I think we're trying to find another inside information or another Ugin. Oh, that's good too. Well, we can bait him with the Unholy Annex. If he's going to want to get rid of this Unholy Annex with the Sire drop with Ugin. We're hoping he doesn't have another. Yeah, he does. Yeah. Awesome. He's tapped out. Well, that should be game, I think. We have our ultimate Ugin. I don't think we're going to pay the 3 for the... Or do the 3... I guess we should do this ahead of time, right? What do we got in our deck that we're going to be grabbing? We got 2 cores, we got 2 tombs, and 2 candy trails, and an Ugin. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what? Let's go all in. Probably wondering what the heck we're doing at this point. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We get to look at 13 of their cards.
The essence of this world.
Target opponent. Well, these seem decent. I think we start with a Wrath of God. Or, sorry, Day of Judgment. Caretaker. Little Elspeth.
So long as
All right, GG.
hope cannot die.
All right, we got inside. We got Ugin. We don't really want Ugin this point, but we'll take it. Opponent goes first, unfortunately. We need to find ramp. This is gonna be a pretty quick deck, I have a feeling. Yeah. Hex isn't too bad. Get rid of like a shelter or something out of their hand. Seam rip. We can start gaining a little life with Bat. Probably gonna do Vendor. Feather Flight. I mean, sure. We can kill this then next turn. That just slows him down quite a bit. I think we're going to hold on. I mean, there is a chance that one of these 2 cards is their hexproof card, but I have a feeling they're going to cast their Spell Weaver or Spellbook. Oh, they don't. That's interesting. I guess we got to try for it, right? You know what? It makes no sense why they would have done that. Let's just pass. Okay, are they going to leave the mouse up is the question. Okay, they got Hex in their hand. Guess there isn't a whole lot we can do, is there? We'll go after that one. Let's see it. Yeah. They just had the... I mean, we kind of really knew what they were doing just because of how their awkward play was. We're going to use this to try to draw into something. And we can even... stop on our step there. 6 damage. A lot of damage. Plus they can get their spell vendor. They didn't. They're not investing much onto the board, which is interesting. We can get our Ugin down, man. We'll kind of be off to the races. Part of me is happy that they're not putting their resources on the board. We'll see what they do here. Like, why wouldn't they have done that before? Because now they missed a counter? Alright. They probably thought we had another removal up or something. Draw. What are we at? 4. This would be 5, 6, and then 7 is Ugin next turn. This gives double strike, so we kind of have to have something. So let's draw. But if we draw a sweeper, I guess we scry. That's not going to do it, unfortunately. Got a lamb. We can seam or go for the seam rip. 3. Go for 2. But then we can't target that. Gonna have double strike. Yeah, we were just kind of hosed here, aren't we? Ethereal armor isn't gonna do it. GG. We go first. We got these bats that can disrupt them, so I think we do, and it allows us to gain life. We don't have ramp yet, but hopefully we can find it. 4th mana is going to be important as well. We might have to use removal. That's unfortunate. We're going to have to force them to use some removal. We're actually happy if they use the erode, but they're going to use momentum breaker here. We need to draw land so that we can get our acolyte down. Yeah. So what we're going to do is get this down. We'll steal the momentum breaker. And hopefully that pushes them to use the erode. Did get our 4th land, fortunately. Nope, they're just choosing a ramp. Arkenstone's a good one. They can find a legendary with it if they want to. Well, we're going to push the situation here. They can erode this and then use the momentum breaker next turn, which they might do. Okay, that's not the way I would have done it, but please let us have it, I guess, right? We're up to 23. Inside information looks like it's going to be fired up here. Ugin. All right, we're at 6 here. Let's just do inside information for 4. It's interesting they didn't cast Emeritus. They probably didn't want us to kill it. Well, I guess we'll get that out. Okay, Judgment. That was a pretty poor one, unfortunately. Can't cast our land because we already played one. We do have Deadly Cover Up as well as Ugin. Arkenstone, can't get rid of that unfortunately because it's actually, does it considered white? So we didn't even draw land. Didn't draw land. Get 4 down. Get a Revenant down. Attack in. That way we got our Ugin online next turn. If they go real crazy, we can always... Okay, they're going to use that and the Demonic Tutor. I think we're going to block here, because then we can get rid of the Emeritus with Ugin. High Noon. Interesting. 2 Ugins. Get rid of that. We do need to get rid of the High Noon, because that really ruins what we're doing here. We can do that with the Mazemind. Another bat. Let's do this first. Kill that.
Knowledge is a virtue.
Draw.
Open your mind to possibility.
I think we're going to do Bat and Annex, but we'll get this out first to see what they got cooking in their hand. All right, GG. We will go first here. I like this, lots of ramp. Great one to go first with. Next turn, we can get a core and 3, 4, and a Mazemind down. Candy Trail's not bad, too. That's a scry. We can get us closer to what we're trying to do. I think we'll do this and do the single scry. Next turn we can annex and candy trail if we don't find anything. 3, 4, 5, 6. Can annex, candy trail, and draw. Okay, they're all about this treasure lifestyle here. Yep. We're gonna scry here. Hex is actually pretty good to kill off Magda. And I think we'll draw on their turn. Scry 2 or just draw? I think we just draw. This could be a fun deck to steal cards from. Already got, what, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So if we find Ugin, we're going to be set up pretty good. I think we might scry before our draw here. Mutagen, man. Okay. Unfortunately, they're going to get a 6/6 pretty quickly here. Let's draw. Yeah, we're going to do this. We need to get something here. Hex does kill that. Yeah, I guess we can. You're not feeling amazing about it? Our main phase. Get Candy Trail down. We can attack in on either of these. Let's just fire this up. This will give us a threat that they kind of have to deal with. There'll be a blocker if they get their dragon down. Acolyte. We are not finding the cards we want. We need to find one of our Ugins or even better, our steal spell, our heist. Inside information. Okay. Okay, there's a combo going on here. So they can sacrifice all these. Oh no. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 14 damage they can do. Well, that seems pretty good. Does feel like we need to go after that one. They can go crazy with their sacking. Probably kill this. Okay, they're going after us with it. They must think they're going to get a treasure next turn because they're going to get one from here. Or, actually, they're not. They're only going to get one here. So that shouldn't trigger a second time, should it? He's going to go after more. Okay. Kind of surprised he didn't kill our demon, to be honest with you.
Power belongs to the patient.
I think we're gonna have to plus here.
I see no threat.
So that'll be a good one for next turn as long as our Ugin survives.
Focus.
We're probably gonna end up Mazemind. No attack. Good. I didn't get a creature. One's enough. So why did they play that way is the question. Candy Trail. We're going to scry here at the end of their turn. We'll gain 4, and hopefully we find our inside information. One to the top. They can sack a token to draw it. If they try to attack, we'll just block. We're hoping they go through their attack step. Okay. Oh, it's going after me. I mean, this kills it. We already got a core. I guess it's best to keep our life up in case we get the spell to cast. A little bit of a bummer. We don't know what they're going to cast here. So I guess we still have our Mazemind for that if we need to. Okay, we're just going to gain life. Casting anything? Interesting. Heck, maybe we save that for drawing, I guess. Deadly cover up. That's not the worst. I think we might just save our Mazemind. He can try attacking him with the Fountain Port. So do we leave up the core? Man, we are not drawing ideal here. Let's draw here. I guess we can...
Insight
We can drop this.
to success.
We'll be in pretty good shape, I think, here. We're going to save this just in case we needed to exile something. If they got some kind of a trick. Okay, we create a token. There we go. All right, let the games begin. We're just gonna zero Ugin. We don't even care about ultimating them. Sure. So what do we got here? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which means we got 8. Wait. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we can go for 11. We're at 28 life. We should probably attack in for... Oh, come on! GG. All right, opponent goes first. We'll try this. We're hoping we find some more amp. I don't like the opponent going first. We might do inside information early. That's not a great start. Two inside informations. gain. We'll look at their hand. Oh, this is interesting. I think we kind of force their hand. Grab that. They want to blow their turn killing the bat. I guess we could. The thing is, they could have just cast that, and then we couldn't have attacked it anyways. Shelter. They drew the absolute best thing they could have in that situation. Okay. We're going to take more damage if we do this, but I think we have to. Need to find a sweep, I was going to say. We need land, though. We're going to be, yeah, a little mortified. All right, we can sweep next turn. I think we do this right away. Target the opponent. Get a channeler down. This does stop him from coming in. We're hoping he gets his Nighthawk down and then we can just sweep the board. And then we'll probably go after the channeler. Ooh. The Annex. Go after the channeler. We don't like that. Goes out of their library. Ooh, enduring tenacity. All right, GG. All right, we go first here. Let's mulligan it. We're not finding ramp. We'll try it though. We'll toss back this. Get an early hex. We might be unhappy that we toss that back, but we'll see where we go. All right. Looking to slow them down quite a bit if they do a creature strategy. Get rid of that. We're gonna get our bats down, and we have another hex. Oroid. Still think it's Oroid. This one does have reach, though. Something to note. We need land. We did not find it. Let's scry up land here. Well, we're keeping those. Missed a land drop. That's not good. Unholy Annex will be able to draw both those lands next turn. Okay. We're not unhappy about that. Can't kill that. We're happy you casted it then because we can get our Annex out. We will lose a little life here, but I think it's worth it. Got to get up to that 7. At least a 5 for the chamber. We'll be able to attack in. We need to get up quickly. That's not the worst. We can attack in now. No attacks. And turn. I have a feeling... Okay, we got to land. I have a feeling he's going to attack in with this, which we might let them do, because then we can get our chamber. Well, we might just block it. Okay. They're a couple turns away from that. And we're going to block, I think. We want to retain life here. Then we're just going to fire up our... Okay, we're not too worried about that. We're going to fire up this. We're going to start gaining life, plus we got a nice body. That'll be good for when we get Ugin down, but we need land for next turn. Yep. Going wide. Even a sweeper wouldn't be the worst here. We get a land. We have one card left. So I think we do this. Yeah, grab that. We do need a land for next turn. So it's funny, we can gain 6 life. I think it's best if we just keep this back. Let's just go for the draw. No attacks, and turn. Okay, we got our land. 6/6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're up to 5. Shoot, we should have probably killed that. We were wanting to draw. I guess we saw that we had that at the end of the turn. We should have done that. That was a error on our part. Okay. I think we do need to get rid of this still. I think we'll block if they want to. Because they're not going to be left with much. We'll draw a card. We're trying to find colorless cards here. We didn't find it. Gain some life. We're going to get rid of their Moon Reader. Going for another one.
Huge success.
Well, we didn't hex, so now they're going to get card draw off of the one.
My timeless wisdom guides
That's a little bit
your hand.
unfortunate.
My plan bears fruit.
I think we do this before the card draw. Don't want that. And we're not drawing great. So they're going to draw an additional card. We shouldn't have done the draw off of this. We should have done the hex. And we are going to block here. Just to keep this thing alive. Think we block like that. We don't want to give him the oral chloride.
We stray.
Okay. Plus here. Deep-Cavern.
Heed my advice.
We draw. Acolyte. So we can do an Acolyte. And a Hex. We'll kill that one. And we'll attack in. Gain some life. Look at that. Alright, well, we know what we're doing next turn here. A little inside information. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll be able to do it for 10. Three, 4, 8, 10. See what they got cooking here. We were really hoping for Ouroboros. We can kill their enchantment. Yes. Uprising for our own. Get an emissary down. We might as well just go. Yeah, we should have done emissary first. We would have gained 1 life. Yeah, we're going to attack in here. Fine if they trade. Oh, shoot. That was a mistake. Mistakes were made. Does have trample, so opponent will take damage. Maybe it wasn't a total mistake. We did give them Ouroboros. And end turn. Yeah, we'll discard 2 lands. We can even turn on a Soulstone next turn if we really wanted to, but I think we'll just go with the annexes. Ouroboros fine. Ooh, that's pretty good. Does get indestructible. We need to exile that. Let's scry, because we want to find removal here. Core's good. Go after the Pummeler because it gets indestructible. And then we could double Annex. Let's get this out.
Closes easily as
4,
water.
5, 6. Let's get that out. Let's plus here just in case we find another colorless. Okay. Go here. Go here. And then they can only block 2. They're going to take 6 with the annexes. That's a GG. What a fun deck. This thing was amazing to play. Talk about a smile maker. The ability to just cast inside information and having X being 10 plus is phenomenal. Even that first game where I managed to do what? It was an X for I want to say it was only for 3. And heck, it might have been for 2. But I was able to get an Ugin off of that. Just insane what you could do with this deck. Really pop stuff out really fast with it. Beat them with their own cards. Even if you're not getting your inside information, though, you got all the life gain that they're having to deal with, as well as all your creatures that can attack in, like the Revenant and the Acolyte. Ugin's a beast in a deck like this. Works really well with things like Candy Trail that allows you to gain life, and then also Scrying, which is fantastic. But man, what a fun deck to play. I thoroughly enjoyed this one. And tell me what you do with this deck. How would you change it? How would you modify it? Kind of curious what other people would do with this. But man, did I have a lot of fun with this card. I was really comparing this to the other Heist card where you have to pay the mana to cast. But man, as long as I gained life, this thing was phenomenal. I think there was only like one game where I was playing where they got me down far enough that this just couldn't handle it. All right. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and have a fantastic day.